Yes, so this time I came up with the story, anti-bullying story, because I wanted to do this story because two things happened. One thing happened that in Australia I saw one kid, he was 13 years old and it's a teenage, just growing up, and he commits suicide himself because of his being bullied in his school. So I saw this throughout my brother, and I saw this from the news. So at that time I was finding a story to do, anti-bullying story to do it. And when I saw this real news, I got shocked. I really got shocked, and I thought I really have to do this, because sometimes I am finding the different stories that happen in real life to make a story around it. And so this time I was like, okay, I should do it, because it's really effect to the society, to the world, everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter which country it is. It's in Asia or Europe or Africa, or it doesn't matter. It's happening everywhere, in between the kids, and so we have to take an action for it. So that's why I came up with the story. And the second thing that happened, one day I was in a dancing class, and there were it was a building of it's a musical center, so they have dancing, music, and instrument training and different things. So I went there, and normally when they started the classes, there was nobody on the corridor. So I was going, because otherwise it's very hard to pass the corridor. So I was passing this corridor, and I turned around to another corridor, and then I saw there was a group of kids just talking each other, I thought. So I was just passing nearby them, and then I saw, no, there were a group of girls around, and there's a middle it's a boy. It was a boy, and they were wearing dancing like a classical dancing, which is we call French classic dance, which is ballet. So these girls are like making a joke of this boy, that's saying, oh, you are dancing like a girl or something like that. But because it's not really a bad thing that I saw, but that is the beginning. That is the beginning. That's how it's starting, this bullying stuff. And then because that kids, they were like 10, 11 years old. So at that time I saw, so this is the time that's how it's starting. So this incidents that make me go through the story. And then I thought I want to do this story with the dancing, kind of like a battle, and a group of kid dancing against another group of kid dancing. So there are two different dance style that in the story, in the film. So that's how I came up with this story to this film. The message, it's on my title, be a buddy, not a bully. So always I'm saying be kind and help each other. So because we have to be kind to everybody, we have to make love everybody and make happy. So and also help. So doing a bully it's nothing of it. So that's why I was saying I want to bring up this story, this message to the world, that's saying don't be a bully, just be a nice person. It doesn't matter you are a girl or a boy, just make happy and be friend with everybody. It doesn't matter you are seeing something bad happening to your classmate or your friend, it's the same, because your friend also your classmate, it's just another kid. So it could be somebody bigger than you or somebody smaller than you. You can take an action, and you can face to this problem, and you can solve it, and in a good way, of course. So or you can ask the adult help to stop this bullying thing. So then like that I think we can little by little, not in one day, not after my film now, so just little by little we can stop this by telling this message to the kids through the parents, to the teachers of all the world. They can stop this somehow, and we can protect the kids who are kind of differently thinking, because they are the one who going to change the world one day. Because if you are thinking different than the others, you are the one who going to do something different in the world. So like that the world will be a better place. So we have to protect that person, because that is the person who going to be in bully because he's different or her's different. So that is the message I want to give through this film. Yes, always. I was looking mainly because of now I did many short films and I did different type of videos stuff. So always I'm looking at people who are around me, who are talented, and when I'm writing a story, I'm imagining a character. So when I imagine a character, there's no face of it, but it's a character. It's like I'm thinking how he's walking, even how is he looking, how is he talking. Everything I'm imagining with this character, and then I'm looking around like who is around me, who can be this character and who can easily match for this character. So then I am finding, and if I didn't find, of course I'm gonna go to the open casting call, and I will see some other kids or adult even to matching my character. But mainly that's how it's happening. I mean, always people asking me how I finding kids, and of course they are doing an amazing job, but important thing is it has to be really matched for the character. And sometimes it will be a challenge, because every single thing it's not gonna matching that's as how I imagine for the person that who gonna be in the character. So then it's me and my crew has to get involved to him or her, and to make to make around him to figure out, okay, you have to be this guy and you need this qualification to be like for example, from this movie Malo, she didn't do any hip-hop dancing, so we had to train her to do hip-hop, because otherwise because it's normal, she doesn't do hip-hop, she does dancing classic, which is ballet, and so that is really good for the character. But the character does a little bit of hip-hop, so we need her to train hip-hop because she doesn't know. So that's how I do these characters, that's how I choose the characters, and it can come from anywhere. It can come from different countries even, but the important thing is he or she has to match at least 75% of character that I am imagining. Then we can build up the other 25 around the character to be the 100% the guy who I want to be in the film. Yeah, I had a really good experience. So first of all, I told this to my mom, and because she was always asking me how many kids, and you know, and what is the story, and will you do with the kids, and or you don't do a project, or what's going on. So I told, yeah, I'm gonna do a film as usual. I'm gonna do with the kids because it's so fun, and it's so hard and it's so fun, which is I like it. And then she was then I was saying, yeah, it's then how many kids, she was asking me. And then I said, this time I have 7 kids. What do you say, you have 7 kids? Then I was like, yeah, it's just 7 kids. Then she said, "Are you sure you can do this with the 7 kids?" I said like, "Yeah, I hope so." I didn't do it, so because all the film that I had like a 2-3 kids, maximum 3 kids, but this time it's going to be 7 kids. And I was like, okay. And yeah, she said, well, with you it's going to be 8, and so it's going to be so hard to control. I said, yeah, we'll see, because I have a good assistant, Shushanda, and she's really good with the kids, and I hope so. It will be really fun, and she will control as same as me. So yeah, so I had a really good experience. So finally I did with the 7 kids, and finally I thought, yeah, Mom, you are right. It's so hard to work with the 7 kids, because they were little. They all like 9 to 10, 11 years old, and I had Adam. He's from very far away. He's the negative character, the third main role in the film, and he's a very tough boy. He's very active boy. I like the way he did it, because the first time when I saw him, I knew he's the one who's gonna do the character. So and he came from the casting, open casting. So yeah, so all the kids were so nice, and especially the 2 main characters, they were so nice. I knew them, especially Malo. I worked with her before, and then I get to know Malo. So it was really good experience I had, and same crew that I had as before my film, a bit different, but mainly assistant and the cameraman is the same. So we had a good time. I hope that experience was good, and that's why our film was good. Our film is good. So yeah, that's about it.
Vous êtes content?
Oui.
Ouais.
Oui.
Vous savez ce que vous allez faire maintenant? Quelle scène?
La 4. Scène 4, oui.
Vous allez faire quoi alors? C'est quoi à la base?
C'est une 4 là, elle est très courte mais très compliquée. En fait, c'est la scène là où lui dit merci à Noah. Et donc là, c'est le truc le plus compliqué, le bisou. Voilà.
Ah ouais, c'est compliqué.
Ouais.
Ah bon? Ah ouais, c'est rien ça. Et bon, bah, on va voir qu'est-ce que ça donne. Ouais. Allez, ça marche.
On essaye de faire bien parce que sinon on n'a pas envie de le refaire en fait.
Ouais, ah bon?
Non. C'est sûr.
Bon alors, bonne chance alors.
Il a un surprise bisou.
Toi.
On va voir comment il a fait.
On va voir.
Donc là, le cours de hip-hop a fait ceci et ça. Attends, je le fais. Vous voyez, c'est pas joli, c'est moi qui fais. Et donc Anna vient me secourir en proposant une battle de danse au cours de hip-hop. Exactement. Et donc au bout du compte, ils disent que le classique et le hip-hop c'est pareil. Et donc à la fin, nous allons nous réconcilier avec les gens du hip-hop. Et là, nous allons faire la dernière scène. La plus dure. La plus dure de toutes. celle là où il faut faire le... Attends, il est où le son pour que je le coupe? Ok. Il est où le son? Ah, j'ai dit. Bisous. Vous avez entendu ou pas? Non, très bien. Parfait, parce que cette scène est ultra dure, vous allez jamais comprendre.
What will be the next? So next, I have few stories that I have 3 stories actually for yet. First one is a kind of I started to do a kind of very fantasy film because I did a horror film. It's also fantasy, but this time I thought I'm gonna do a fantasy film in a different way, like adventure and so like a superhero kind of. And then I got another story which is a very emotional, sensitive, real life story with the poor kid and things like that. And then again I got the third story which is a very with the nature because it's important. I thought to talk about the nature and the human because it's little by little it's destroying. It's going far away from us. Like even we are nature, we are part of nature, but I'm seeing like it's going far away from the human because it's like now it's like a human kind of dangerous for the nature. They are cutting the trees and they do whatever they want against the nature. So these 3 stories I have. I'm still thinking about these stories. I'm keep working on these 3 stories, especially the second one, which is the poor kid and the story. I did some casting too, and but I'm still waiting for the dates and everything. So I don't know because the 10th one is I need to do something different also as usual, but something very something can go through the people's heart, like a gloomy boy, for example. It's very touching. So I think I will do something like that, other than the film, which is totally imaginable. So real life stories, I like the real life stories. So let's see how it will be. But as always, I am saying the next one will be the best one. So then next one will be the 10th one, my 10th short film, and then after that I'm gonna go for a big movie. I hope so. I'm wishing for it. Let's see. I'm waiting for the good time, and when there's a time, I will start my project. So next one will be the best one. Hello, my name is Reshan Fernando. I'm the filmmaker of Be a Buddy, Not a Bully, my new film. This film bringing out the story of anti-bullying which is saying be kind and help each other, as I always saying. So throughout the kids, because it's happening through the kids, that bullying thing, so which is I really don't like, and we have to give this message to make a better place, the world. So I would like to invite all of you because we have the official page in Facebook called Be a Buddy Not a Bully, and then I have my personal Twitter and Instagram and everything. You can have the update, also my website, so you can come and look at the film when it's available. Of course it will be soon available after the festivals. It's going around all around the world. So I would like to invite you all watch the film and then give us a comment about what do you think and how it will be work out. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.